Another issue is that now I think it's very clear for you Ukrainians, especially for them who are still live in Europe because of the full scale of Russia's invasion in Ukraine, that European bureaucracies, it's a huge issue. And everything in Europe is very slow, yeah? And decisions are made very slowly in the European Union, and previously we knew about it from the words of politicians, and now so people know what is Europa, what Europa is. So do you think that fast Ukraine, we are fast people, are ready for sometimes very slow Europe?
I would cite now the chairwoman of the European Commission, Ursula von der Leyen, on Saturday in Ukrainian Parliament. She said that we have learned how to speed up many bureaucratic processes because you taught us. You have taught us.
Yes,
and that's amazing. And now people, I remember the conference, which was called, it's an annual conference for the people of EU member states. It's called The Future of Europe. And the people were discussing what are the main issues they think for the Union to be addressed. And one of top three was the process of decision-making, how it can be more efficient. Why do we need unanimity? Why one country can block the will of another 26? With regards to security and defense, with regards to enlargement, probably it's the time to change the rules that have been existing for more than 70 years. That's the time. And I think Ukraine is Titanic is a bad example, but as let's say the light of this new game changers is already entering the EU procedures. Moreover, we are offered to be present at some EU Parliament votes, to join some committees as observers. This is a new initiative to bring us closer. So the formula when the countries are represented, it's of minimum 6 members from the country. For instance, Estonia, with a population of 1.3 million, like a city of Kharkiv, and bigger countries like UK, France, Germany. So we will be somewhere in the middle with 40 million people citizenship, having quite a huge weight in decision-making. And I think it also poses for some a question, how influential Ukraine may be. And I think it's a new topic for many PhD works in the university. Students might be writing about the complexity of decision-making, but actually today, making it much simpler. If you would ask me if there will be any exceptions for Ukraine, I don't think so. But we have shown that we are capable from 28th of February, when President Zelensky, Speaker of the Parliament, and our Prime Minister showed a photograph with an application to the EU. 9 books was filled, 9 questionnaires of books thick like that were filled up with answers. Everyone was saying it's not realistic. They will not make it. June, we are candidate. In half a year time, we're already candidate to open negotiations. So I think we now have to strengthen our own capacity to analyze the laws, to make less initiatives which might contradict to our EU directives, regulations, acquis, to make it easier for us, because we are one of the smallest committees in Ukrainian Parliament. This is European Integration Committee, but we work
the most important
right now. Yes, and we are working on more than 95% of legislation, of all initiatives. Everything comes to us, and we say whether it contradicts or not the obligations of Ukraine. Very often, it's about, the difficulties of understanding how we are, breaching or not breaching the rules of internal market for the EU, the access to the market. Because for the second year in a row, we are being granted free access to 500 million people. It's one of the largest markets for the goods, for services, not just to bring in, veggies or fruits. It's already very good products, very capable products, and very efficient one. That's why maybe we have these issues with grain, with our trucks at the Polish border. And here we have to find solutions. This is very uneasy because union developed itself for bringing together goods, services, the currency, and the free movement.
Not only people.
Absolutely, absolutely.
So lots of Ukrainians, so
yes.
many Ukrainians are now living in European
And they
Union.
are our agents of promoting, positively promoting.
But the modest quarters for Ukrainian business, this is a problem, really problem. And